Academics prove benefits are linked to 590 suicides. Respected academics from Oxford and Liverpool universities have published an article in an international scientific journal showing that the reassessment of incapacity benefit claimants for ESA is linked to 590 suicides in England. It is also implicated in an additional 279,000 people developing mental health conditions and 725,000 more antidepressant prescriptions being issued. The relationship between the use of the Work Capability Assessment, WCA, and the rise in deaths was clear, and the researchers were at pains to rule out other causes. Any responsible body, even if they were doubtful of the findings, would have responded with concern and given an undertaking to look closely into the matter, according to the campaigning website Benefits and Work. The DWP, however, dismissed the research out of hand. They know that they are the only people who could provide the data to prove beyond any possible doubt that the WCA is a killer. And they are never going to do that, said campaigning website Benefits and Work. Instead, just as the tobacco companies argued for so many years that no causal link between smoking and cancer had been proved, the DWP argue that suicide is complex and you can't definitely prove that the WCA causes any deaths. And so, entirely avoidable deaths will continue. Further evidence of callous disregard. The website has also published more proof of the DWP's callous disregard for claimants' lives, although this time it was John Pring of the Disability News Service who brought it to light. In 2010, a coroner sent a Prevention of Future Deaths letter to the DWP in relation to a claimant with a mental health condition who had committed suicide after being ruled fit for work at his WCA. The claimant had a community psychiatric nurse and a psychiatrist, but they were never contacted by the DWP, nor was his GP. On receiving such a letter from the coroner, the law requires the recipient to respond within 56 days, saying what they are going to do to prevent future deaths. It now seems that the DWP simply wrote acknowledging receipt of the letter and then did absolutely nothing more, in flagrant breach of the law, B&W reported. Not only that, they also withheld the fact of the coroner's letter from Professor Harrington, the independent reviewer of the WCA. If the matter had been brought to his attention, it might have prevented the DWP from pushing ahead with the mass reassessment of all incapacity benefit claimants using the WCA, and almost 600 people might not have taken their own lives. Shockingly, the DWP did not inform the Tribunal's service of Stephen's death, so an oral hearing went ahead, at which Stephen's father attended with his son's ashes. The Tribunal held that the assessor's report was a suspect document and found in favour of Stephen. Source: Benefits and Work, 18th of the 11th, 2015.